there, I'm Sarah, and today I have for us a total body workout that I'm calling Just Keep Moving. That's the goal. We'll do time intervals for each of our exercises, and your goal is to just keep moving. Whether you're doing a modification, a previous exercise, or the most challenging thing that I offer, you have to keep moving. Make sure you have your water nearby. You can always incorporate weights, but I'm not using them today. Let's get warmed up. We'll start with a simple march. Starting to feel your way into the space, starting to feel where your breath is hitting today. A lot of us breathe just from the upper chest. We want to send the air all the way down into our lower lungs also. Let's step it out wide. Really try to point your toes as you lift up to engage your ankles. Tighten your core, pull your belly button into your back. And let's cross. Twist, twist. Maybe your knee hits your elbow, maybe it doesn't, that's okay. Just nice and easy through this warm-up today as we get the blood flowing. Let's turn it into a hamstring curl, so we keep that wide stance, a little bit of a butt kick. And make sure you're stepping out so we can get into those inner and outer thighs also. Last one each way. Stand it out really wide, all 10 toes facing the same direction. Side lunge. Back to center, super slow, other side. So in this one, you're sinking your weight backwards into your heels. I can even wiggle my front foot. That's how much my body weight is to the back. And hands can be wherever they feel comfortable. Last one each way. And keeping your feet where they are, arm circles back. So look up, lean back, reach back all the way around. Eye gaze follows your thumb as long as it can go, and then you let it go. So as always, do what feels good in your body. You want to challenge yourself, but also know your limitations today. Last one back. Grab a quick sip of water. I'm going to grab my timer. We're going to dive right in. We're going to start with a good morning, kind of an extension of our warm-up. And here's how it's going to look. Hands are behind your ears, very light. My feet are about hip distance apart, toes facing the same direction. And I tip it down, just to a nice flat back, and then stand it right back up. Squeezing my glutes at the top, pointing my tailbone towards the floor. And keep a slight knee bend. Legs don't need to go perfectly straight. You know, it does have to stay as straight as your back. So if you can only go to here, only go to here. You're right back up. It doesn't matter how low you can go. You're halfway through. And we're going to keep this slow pace for this one. Some of the other exercises will switch up at the halfway point. This one we stay nice and steady. 15 seconds and we're coming down onto our mat. We're going to start to engage through the arms and the core. Coming down in 3, 2, 1, safely come down. And it's a reach. So right arm, left foot, left arm, right foot. Switch as quickly and safely as you can, keeping your hips off the ground. So when my hands are behind me, my fingertips are pointing away, my core is engaged, and my eyes are towards my goal, which is my foot. Can't touch? That's okay. Reach it towards it. If you need to come down and take a break, join us when you can. Remember the goal, just keep moving. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure your core stays engaged. We're back up on our feet in 10 seconds. 3, 2, balance it out, stand it up for 1. Very easy squat. Feet underneath your hips, sink low, press high, sink low, press and stand. That same squeeze like at the top of that good morning stretch. Tuck the tail under, squeeze the glutes. Weight is all in your heels, feet facing forward. Now our halfway point, we'll pick it up. It's 30 seconds. If you can add a jump, add a jump. Still sink into that full squat before you jump, and if you're jumping, land soft. We're gonna be back down onto the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same position. This time, fingertips face your hips. Little tiny dips. So first time today, really getting into those triceps, it's small. Your only focus is their elbows go behind you, sending them straight back. Full extension on the way up. Obviously, the higher you lift your hips, the deeper you can go. But you also don't want to feel this in your shoulders. This is through the back of your arms. My core is tight. My weight is balanced on my feet, evenly right and left. 15 seconds, and we're right back up. Triceps, back your arms should be feeling this, even though it's tiny. We're on our feet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Alternating reverse lunges. Take a little dip, reach it back, maybe your knee taps. First 30, it's slow. It's balanced. It's controlled. Find your range of motion. How low can you get down and still not use your arms to help you up? Here comes our 30. And now it's quick. It's step and bend, step and bend. Notice at the top, I'm not fully straightening. My legs are active the whole time. 15 seconds. You know where we're going, we're right down back into our mat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, plank. Full plank, modified plank. I'm gonna scoop myself on my mat here. We tap, left hand to right hand to left. I'm gonna spread my feet out a little bit more. If you're in the modification, knees are wide, right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. We got shoulder taps. Slow and steady, the entire block. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing. Notice where your belly button is. Is your belly sagging forward? Pull it up and in. Try to limit your sway side to side. You got this. Back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Sumo squat this time. Turn your knees out. First 30. We are slow. We are controlled. Knees are out, chasing over ankles. Try to get as low as you can and squeeze in the top. Here comes 30. We're quick. It's sink low, pop high. Maybe add the frog or hop. Or just keep it with a quick squat. You're going quick, but you're still sinking fully low, full range of motion. We're down in 3, 2, 1, side plank. One arm down, we're going forearm side plank today. Stagger those feet, stack those feet. Pick your poison. Side plank, just holding. You can go into a tree, you can lift it up for more, stack them, stagger them, or modify. Side plank, bottom knees down. Wherever you are, you're just holding. You're halfway through. Can you lift your hips a little more? Can you reach this top arm towards the sky? We're breaking this up so we go back to our feet for a different variation of squat, and then we'll do the other side. So remember what side you did when we come back down. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Take your time, whatever you need. Narrow squat, glue everything together. Mermaid tail, sink it low. Come high. Really squeeze your thighs together at the top. Your feet need to be apart, your thighs still stay together. That's okay. Do what works best for your anatomy, your body this morning. Or this afternoon, or tonight, whenever you're doing this workout. It just happens to be morning for me. There's our halfway, it's quick. You're here and quick, or here and jump. On the hop, or the jump, land soft. Notice everything stays together. My mermaid tail does not change. Excellent. We're coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hit that side plank. Find that variation, get into it. So again, bottom leg is a modifier here. Either way, your top arm is lifted. Stack your feet, stagger your feet. What do you need? Is it up? Is it down? Hips are high. Make sure your hips and your chest, your shoulders, all facing the same direction. Lift them a little higher. Maybe do the arm variation. Either way, that top arm, super active. "15 seconds. You got this. Here comes 5. Hips higher. 4, 3, 2, stand it up for 1. Curtsy lunge. Feet start pretty close. Reach it back at diagonal, lunge out. My hips are forward, middle. Reach it back, curtsy lunge. Step back together. So it's not straight back. Hips should be squeezing together. Squeeze those inner thighs as you step back, and it might feel awkward at first, especially if you've never done these. Lots of inner thigh work, lots of glute work in that front leg. You lose your balance, that's okay. You put a smile on your face, you get right back in. Coming back down in 3, 2, 1. Everyone loves a good push-up. Let's do it. Elbows hug in today. It's a tricep one. I'm going to modify. It's like a chaturanga yoga. Drop those hips. You can lift your feet, just don't cross them. And we go down. You are full range of motion. Maybe your full range of motion is here, and that's okay. Go as low as you can. Just make sure you can come back up. This one stays steady. "20 seconds. If you can't do a single one, just hold the plank. That's okay. We've already gone more than 45 seconds of these. It's a long time for a tiny muscle group. We're coming back up to our feet in 3, 2, 1. Front lunges. So if these don't feel good on your knees, go back to the reverse ones. But for this one, we're stepping out, pushing in. Stepping out, pushing in. So you really need to engage in order to get that step back together. So there's a little hover. Here's our 30 mark. Can you pick it up? Can you go a little quicker without losing your form and keeping that hover? If not, keep the cadence, that's okay. Name of the game, just keep moving. Three, on the mat in 2, and 1. Lay it down, all the way down. Penguins. We plant our feet like we're coming up into a bridge, but then we're not. Our upper body lifts. Left hand, left heel, right hand, right heel. We go back and forth and waddle like penguins. Eye gaze towards the sky. Sometimes I've heard trainers refer to this one as a windshield wiper because you're cleaning your mat. Either way, you're staying up, shoulders off the mat, pulling your core up and in. So if your belly's pushing out here, come back down, engage, and then be lower. You want to train it to engage towards our spine, not puff out away. Once again, I didn't bring my timer on this one. Here we go. Back up out our feet in 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Side lunge. So just like the warm-up, it's here and here. So it's slow for 30. Your range of motion should be bigger than it was in the warm-up now that our hips are nice and warm. Keeping your chest up. All of these standing ones especially, you can always do with weights. You just hold here or hold one here, a little bit of upper back, and we pick it up. So we pick up the pace here, but we still sink low. So it's just in that transition that it's quick. Ten seconds. Make sure those feet are still facing forward towards that screen. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Boat pose. Incorporating some yoga today. It can be here, modified. Heels are down. Tip it back. Back is flat. It can be a little bit of lift and a little bit lower. Both feet can come off. Breathe. Squeeze, or you straighten. We're halfway there. If you need a break, maybe you hold on just for a second. Let your abs go lazy and then engage. Try to stay in one variation or the other. Maybe you walk it out with straight legs. 10 seconds. Straight, strong back. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. One last time. Standing it up. You're going your choice. High knees, jogging it out. Quick, marching it out, or take it into skaters. Want a little more inner outer thigh. I've been working those glutes a lot today. I'm gonna do skaters. You can do high knees. You can march it out. This can be a step out. Last minute on your feet. We only have one more on the floor. 30 seconds. You got this. 15 seconds. Can you pick up your pace no matter where you are? Knowing you're going to be on the mat after this. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Last one here, bicycles. Arms come back, behind your head, one knee, opposite elbow, other leg can extend or be here. You can start with a modification and then add the straight leg if you're ready for it. Making sure we're not tugging on the back of your neck. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you go center. 30 seconds of work, and then we are done, and we stretch. Ten seconds. Don't stop, hold on there. Strong for 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're even, rest it down. Let's cross your right over your left, finding a reclined figure 4 stretch. This might be enough. Flex to your right foot. If you need a little bit more, reach those hands through, find that lock, and then press your right knee away from you. You want even more? Straighten that left leg up. Find the hamstring stretch too. Breathe and squeeze. So important you don't skip this part, especially through those hips today. Letting that heart rate come down. Switch sides. Left leg comes over. Flex to your left foot. Press your left leg away. And only if you need more, reach for more. And then only straighten if you want to straighten. I find when I straighten, it takes away from the hip stretch on my left leg, and that's the focus on this one. We'll do hamstrings in a moment. Excellent. Now let's put that left leg down. Keep it straight and active if you can. Hamstring stretch. Right one comes up. If you need to bend it, that's okay. You can reach for your calf, you can reach for your foot. I can't demo that today. These are very stiff, and that's all right. Do what works for your body today. Make sure you drink plenty of water. And then check out what's coming up with a Time Out for Moms Facebook group. Switch sides. A really fun night coming up of cooking. So I'm doing a nutritious kind of meal prep, like how I prep lunches, how I do healthy dinners throughout the week with very little time and very little ingredients. Nothing complicated. Very family friendly. Even for my kids who don't eat things that touch, there's always options. Relax it down, roll into one side. We're gonna do quads today, but on the mat. So you can just rest your head in your arms. Take your top one, pull your heel towards your glute, and then keep your knees close together. So we're gonna be doing that healthy prep night on the 3rd week of February. And then we have our Step It Up challenge in February where you try to get more steps than you usually get. This month it's 2 days. Switch it over. I'm just going to roll over on the other side. You can just roll over in your space. So on February 28th and our bonus day, February 29th, we'll be seeing how many steps you can get in. And then winners will be drawn at random. Because it's 2 days, we'll have 2 winners. And it doesn't matter how many steps you get in. It's all about stepping up more than you usually do. So for an example, in January, our Step It Up winner got, I think, just over 10,000 steps, but she was not the top winner. She wasn't the top leader of, I shouldn't say the winner, she was the winner. She wasn't the top of the leaderboard. We had people with 16,000, 18,000. Winners are drawn at random because I found that everyone's goal can't be similar. We can't say, okay, let's try to get 20,000 steps today. Relax it. It's not in the cards. For some people's schedules, for some people's bodies. Find yourself into a comfortable seat. So it's all about doing what you can do in your time and space and whatever body you're working with. Let's do one more inhale up. Hands come to the top and down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me in that Just Move workout today, and go have a great week. I'll see you soon.